Congratulations, Erica Slezak.
On March 17, Erica Slezak celebrated her 40th anniversary as Victoria Lord Davidson on One Life to Live.
Here's to you, Erica.
Coming.
Hello, Nora. Is Bo in?
No, as a matter of fact, he's not. So
That's
if you'd like to
fine.
leave a
I
message.
want to talk to you in private.
Me?
May I come in? I promise I won't bite, despite what you may have read about in the papers.
I wasn't really expecting company, so...
It's all right. I'm not going to stay long. Actually, I want to ask you a question, the most important question I've ever asked anyone.
Well, that's some question.
It's a legal one, which brings me to you. I'm about to offer you the case of a lifetime.
His dangerous plan? Stay tuned for General Hospital following an ABC News brief next.
We now return to our regular programming.
Location, layout, view is amazing.
What's that?
The apartment. Rachel and I couldn't find a better place. We designed it ourselves.
That's really wonderful. When are you going to move in?
Next week. Mom, what's wrong? I thought you were okay with me living with Rachel.
Oh, yeah, I am. She's a lovely girl.
Well, then what's up?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. My mind has been on other things lately.
Dorian being arrested?
Well, among other things, yeah. I have to admit to you, seeing her arrested and taken away in handcuffs, it just brought back an awful lot of old feelings.
Well, don't worry. I mean, now she's finally gonna get what's coming to her, right? I mean, there is no way she's gonna get out of this one.
May I come in? I promise I won't bite, despite what the papers print about me.
I wasn't expecting company, so let me just...
No, that's perfectly all right. I'm not staying for long. Nora, I have to ask you a question. The most important question I've ever asked anybody.
Well, that's some question.
It's a legal matter, which brings me to you. Nora, I'm about to offer you the case of a lifetime. I'm being charged with the murder of my late husband, Victor Lord. Or haven't you heard?
Oh, well, who hasn't? But that has nothing to do with me.
It has everything to do with you because you're going to be right in the middle of everything.
What do you mean?
I've decided to let you take the case. Nora Gannon, you're going to be my lawyer.
Me represent you. But is this a joke or something? What is a hidden camera?
I'm not in the habit of playing crises for comedy.
You're really serious about this?
I'm more than serious. I'm determined that you are going to be by my side at the defense table when this trial begins.
What exactly have I done to deserve such a place of honor?
Brilliant work for many of your clients. Eklund, Haviland, oh, Dempsey.
Gee, I didn't know that my biography was out yet.
I've done my homework. You've got the best legal track record there is in defending people who've been unjustly accused of murder.
What bearing does that have on your case?
You also are extremely ambitious.
Extremely is such an extreme word.
All right. Let's say that you're not shy about advancing your own career.
I'm proud of what I do.
And you should be. You're a rising star. But the bigger the case, the more luster it adds to your career.
Only if I win it.
I wouldn't have it any other way. This is going to be the biggest trial of the year, maybe the decade.
What happened to the century? Or has the Lindbergh kidnapping still got that top slot?
Kid all you like, Nora. But you know I'm offering you a golden opportunity.
Dorian, you should be your own attorney. My goodness, you've got the sales pitch down cold.
I want you.
What happened to Chet Sims? I thought he was representing you.
He was until recently.
There was a problem?
Yes. But let's not waste time talking about Chet. I'm here to talk about you.
I thought you were the star of the show, Dorian.
I know why you're being so chilly. You think that you weren't my first choice. Get that out of your mind, my dear. I was going to fire Chet anyway so that I could ask you to take on the case.
Well, you didn't have to take such drastic action.
Why not?
Because there's no way I'd accept your case. Ever.
This is a surprise.
Yeah. Hi.
What are you doing here?
Just looking around, you know.
Is everything okay?
Fine. Fine.
Have you been practicing those etudes for our next piano lesson?
Some.
Where's Vicky?
Mom's just not here.
What'd you do, come with your dad or Kevin?
Why? What's the big deal? I'm just shopping by myself.
You came here alone?
Yeah, on the bus.
Isn't that kind of weird for you to be doing a solo in Logan's?
Why? Marty, I'm not a baby. Just because I don't have some adult hanging all over me doesn't mean I'm not alive.
Wait, who said anything about you?
Just like I said, I'm not a baby, all right?
Jessica.
Or I would be in the toy section, not here.
Wait, take it easy.
I'm just sick of everyone treating me like a 4-year-old. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. Excuse me, I've got a bus to catch.
Jessica, wait.
Whoa, I better hit the road.
Why, where are you going?
Roadies, remember I told you I'm gonna pick up Rachel, go meet...
Oh, you're going to meet Hank and Sheila for a drink. Yes, you did. Okay, it's all coming back to me now.
Hey, a little help from the peanut gallery. Mom, I don't mean to harp on you here, but you seem like you're awfully far away.
No, I guess I'm where I wish I had been a couple of weeks ago, helping you and Rachel find an apartment.
We did just fine on our own.
Yes, you did, I'm sure, but I just wish I'd given you a bit more time.
Well, you were busy with other stuff.
Oh, yes, that I was. Other stuff. Stuff that was almost exclusively to do with Dorian Lord. I was trying to gather evidence against her. I flew to Charlottesville several times to interview Ethel Crawford. I was pressing Hank Gannon to finally make the arrest.
Mom, you did what you had to do.
Yes, I did, because I really felt I owed it to my father, but I guess I really should have been paying more attention to my family.
More specifically, Jessica?
Am I that obvious?
Dad told me he caught her with cigarettes. I assumed you'd be concerned.
Kevin, I'm so worried about her. I don't know, she seems to be going through so many changes so quickly.
Well, don't worry, she's just being a teenager.
I know, darling, but I feel that she's slipping away from me. And every time I try and sit down and talk to her, she's so resentful.
Relax, Mom. Look, I know Jessica, she's a little shaky right now, but she's gonna smooth out, all right? I know my little sister, and she's gonna be just fine.
Jessica, what in the world is the matter with you?
Leave me alone.
You were all set to walk out with this stuff.
No, I was gonna pay for it, I swear.
Don't give me that. I know shoplifting. I was a pro at it. And this store is my happiest hunting ground. You were getting this stuff courtesy of the 5-finger discount.
Marty, please don't tell my folks. They'll kill me.
Jessica.
They already caught me smoking, all right? If they figure out this, they'll die.
Smoking? Jessica, what is going on here? Smoking and shoplifting are serious matters. You never used to do this junk. Why now? You never used to climb up on me either.
Go away.
Jessica, remember this? You gave me that because we're friends. And we still are, in my book. Now listen, you listened to me when I needed someone. Now, I want to hear now what you need to say. Please?
I just want everything to be better again.
Is this because your parents splitting up?
I I mean, I thought I could deal with it, but...
But what? Come on, it's okay, Jessica.
Everything keeps on getting worse and worse. Especially my mom. I mean, all she cares about is putting Dorian Lord in jail and hassling me.
Hassling you how?
She always is asking me a million questions, like what I'm wearing, where am I going, who my friends are. I can't stand it. It's like she can't get enough of me. I can't get away from it.
Okay, listen. We're gonna put these little items back, and I'm gonna take you home, okay?
You aren't gonna tell my mom about this, are you? Marty, please, if you blab about this, you can just throw this little item out. Because we won't be friends again. I'll never forgive you.
When questioned following her release on bail, Ms. Lord vehemently denied the charges against her, calling them outrageous, vindictive lies.
Well, Vicky,
Talk about brazen.
What do you expect Dorian to say to a reporter? That she's guilty as sin?
Well, that would be refreshing, though not very likely.
Patience, my dear. You will have your day in court.
I hope so. But I have to tell you, I cannot shake the feeling that she is going to do a lot more than just deny the charges. Somehow she's going to get around them, and she is going to get off scot-free.
You're the victim of a fevered imagination. Dorian will go to prison. There are two very powerful men here in town. Hank Gannon, Bo Buchanan. They'll see to it.
Who's that? Kim is out, and Kevin's with Rachel. Jessie! Marty, hi.
Hi.
I thought you were up in your room studying.
She was. In a way, she was studying. She just wasn't doing it here.
I don't understand.
I came by about an hour ago and took Jessica to check out some sheet music for our piano lessons.
You left the house just like that, without a word to anyone?
Well,
Oh, you were on the phone. She didn't want to bother you.
Sorry I didn't say anything. Well, I've got to go. I've got a lot of homework to finish. See ya.
Oh, no, just a minute, Jessie. I need to talk to you.
I can't now. I've got tons of geometry homework. Mr. Bishop will kill me if I don't finish it.
Seems she's on a tight schedule.
Sloan, I am very worried about her.
You should be.
What did you say?
Vicky, you might not want to hear this, but I'm afraid Jessica's headed for big trouble.
Fact is, Miss Lord, not only would I not take your case, I wouldn't even consider it.
I have as much right to a defense as anyone.
Yes, you do, but I will not be the one spearheading it.
Why not?
Starting with the obvious reasons, I happen to be a friend of Vicky Buchanan's, a very good friend.
How nice.
And we both know how important this case is to her.
What about how important it is to me? I'm the one going to stand trial for murder, not Vicky.
Well, then there's Bo Buchanan, with whom I'm even more friendly. You're deeply involved, to be precise, and he's the man who arrested you.
Are you saying you won't take me on because you're afraid of hurting Bo and Vicky's feelings?
Oh, no, that's not...
Then what is it? Nora, you were touted to me as a genuine woman of the 90s. Independent, free thinker. Are you telling me that you meekly allowed Bo and Vicky to mold your opinion of me?
Wrong again. No, I have a reasonably good head in my shoulders, and I'm not afraid to use it. In fact, I insist on making up my own mind, which brings me to reason number 3 as to why I will not take your case. The facts.
You don't know the facts.
And I certainly will not ever hear them. At least not from you.
What are you saying?
Dorian, The Intruder covered Marty Saybrook's rape trial. I mean, you certainly read it. You certainly know that I caused a mistrial.
On purpose, some say.
Well, there may be some truth in that, but you know why? Because I found it very difficult. No, I found it impossible to vigorously and wholeheartedly defend someone whose innocence I questioned, let alone doubted.
So you're saying that you think I murdered Victor Lord, even though you haven't heard my side of the story. Nora, for God's sake, what happened to the rights of the accused. What happened to, better yet, innocent until proven guilty? For goodness sake, your respect for the law, for due process, should dictate that you at least listen to what I have to say.
Next, Oprah, his wife and kids had no idea he was a murderer.
Has something happened to Jessica that I don't know about?
What went on doesn't really matter all that much.
Oh, yes, it does, Marty. Matters a great deal to me. I need to know everything that that child does.
Maybe that's part of the problem. Look, Jessica's unhappy. We both know that.
I know she is, about the divorce. Does she talk to you about it?
I can't really tell you what she said to me. She'll have to do that. Look, she's angry, and she's very confused, and she really needs to work it out.
Well, then clearly I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Thank you, Marty. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes.
Jessie?
I'm busy.
Honey, I was hoping that you and I could talk for a little while, please.
Mom, I've got too much to do.
Thought you said you were coming up to do geometry. That looks like American history to me.
Hey, it's homework. What?
Jessie. Oh, Jessie, it's so obvious to me that you are upset, darling. Can't you tell me why? We always used to be able to talk, sweetheart. Why can't we now? It would make me feel better. Please.
I guess this can wait.
In my day, homework could always wait. Talk to me, Jessie. What's wrong? Yeah?
I'm awfully sorry. Just so you know, you got an emergency fax from the Banner. They're proofs of an article that's slated for tomorrow's edition, and evidently Clint is in an emergency meeting. The city desk needs approval right now.
Well, I'm in a meeting myself.
Oh, come on, Mom. It's really okay.
It's the article about Dorian's arraignment.
Well, I mean, that's waited 18 years. I'm sure it could wait a few more minutes.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
No, Mom, go ahead. I mean, you've got homework to do, too. Will you leave my stuff alone?
Jessie.
Mom, teachers have a conference tomorrow, okay? So, all the classes are canceled. We can talk in the morning.
All right, I tell you what. Let me go downstairs and take care of this fax. And then I can come back upstairs and we'll talk then. Okay? It won't take me long. Honey, I'll be back in a very little while, okay?
I can hardly wait.
No, Dorian, I will not listen to your story.
Why not?
Because that's all it is. A story.
In other words, you think I'm a liar even though you haven't given me the chance to say a word.
Look, the most important thing in my practice is the relationship I have with the client. It is based on trust. And to be perfectly blunt, I could never believe anything that you'd ever have to say.
You barely know me.
I represented Sloane Carpenter when Emily Haynes brought sexual harassment charges against him. That whole case was built on fantasy, not Emily's, yours. You were so bent on destroying Sloane. Cassie's life was shattered. Why? Because you kept lying. There's nothing more to say. I have to take this phone call in private. I'm sure you can find your own way out. Hello? Oh, yes, Judge. Oh, well, I wasn't aware that it was being rescheduled. What I suggest, all right. Yes.
We now return to our regular programming.
No, actually, I'm not thinking about Dorian. As it happens, my mind is on that young lady upstairs.
Yes. Let me fax these back to the banner.
Thank you.
Vicky, I know you have this overwhelming urge to fix Jessica's life, to make her happy by sheer power of will.
Of course. I'm her mother.
It doesn't always work that way.
Jessie? Honey? I love you, Jessie. I love you so much. Good night, darling.
What? Oh, Judge Hastings was assigned to the case. Oh. Jill, I called you for messages. I wanted good ones, not more bad news. Oh, yeah, more. Oh, yeah. I just had a close encounter of the cruddy kind with Dorian Lord. If she showed up on my doorstep and asked me to represent her. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she said she was going to make me a star. Can you believe the audacity of that woman? Oh, yeah. No, I told her no way, lady. That will never happen.
Pro bono case, public defender, court-appointed attorney. Oh, that's it. Oh, Dorian, you're a genius.
To our regular programming.
Tell me all about it. What do you mean she's driving you crazy?
She never leaves me alone. I mean, the minute I walk in the door, she starts asking me questions about school, who I talked to, what my teacher said.
Maybe she's just concerned about you.
She's in my room all the time. Everywhere I go, she has to know everything about it.
Honey, it wasn't too long ago that you were complaining that she wasn't paying any attention to you.
This is worse, way worse. I mean it. It was better when she was worrying about how to put Dorian Lord in jail. I mean, it's like all the time, you know? She won't leave me alone. She thinks she has to be my shadow or something.
Honey, I'm sure she's just concerned for you.
Oh, right. That's why I can't even turn around without her bumping into me. Dad, I need a life. I need privacy.
Well, that sounds like a reasonable request. Have you talked to your mom about it?
I can't even talk to her without it being a long, drawn-out discussion of my inner needs. Dad, I can't stay there.
Honey, it's your home.
I know, but I need space. Dad, I need space. And she thinks we have to be like this team or something.
Did you ever think that maybe your mother's a little worried about some of the things you've been experimenting with lately?
The smoking. That was just... I wanted to try it, okay?
No, actually, it isn't okay.
Dad, even if it hadn't been cigarettes, it wouldn't have been something else. Anything else. Mom doesn't care what she racks me on.
Oh, no, wait a minute. That isn't fair, Jessie. You know, it wasn't too long ago that you were complaining that she wasn't paying any attention. Did you ever think that maybe she's just trying to make up for some of that?
Yeah, but this is sick.
That's enough, Jessie.
Dad, I mean it. She thinks she's on to everything I do, every second of the day. I've done all kinds of stuff. She doesn't know a thing.
Really?
Yeah, way worse than smoking, believe me.
Worse than smoking?
Yeah, I broke the law and she doesn't know a thing about it.
Well, up until right now, neither did I. I'll tell you what, why don't you and I just sit down here, huh? Now, why don't you just tell old Dad what you did?
I'm sorry, I haven't seen Jessica at all today. I assumed since it was a day off that she'd just be in sleeping late.
Well, that's what I thought.
And after that, I thought she just went out while I was watching CJ and Sarah.
I cannot imagine where she could be.
Maybe she went for a walk or something.
No, honey, I don't think so. Oh, I'm just a little worried because she is not supposed to leave this house without telling someone where she's going.
Well, I'm sure she's fine. CJ and Sarah had play dates today, so they were just picked up, and they shouldn't be back until long after Cord gets home. And I have to get back to campus. I have a romance poetry class that's starting soon.
Go ahead, and don't worry, okay?
I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, I'm sure, yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
On the occasion of Erica Kane's 14th birthday, did you rape her?
Richard Fields was near Bianca? You will never get away with kidnapping my little girl and leaving her alone with the man who raped me.
In the name of love.
All my children.
You're sitting here with me when you'd really rather be someplace else.
Who are you, Eddie Mae?
Whoever you need me to be.
Maybe tonight is the last night of your double life. General Hospital.
What would you do in the name of love?
Shoplifting?
Yeah, but only Marty saw me. She made me put the stuff back.
Oh, well, I'm glad of that, but...
Listen, she promised me if I put the stuff back, she wouldn't tell you.
Oh, Jessie, I can't tell you how...
I know. You're disappointed in me. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I did it.
I know I don't have to tell you how bad it is to steal, Jessie.
I know.
I'm glad you told me the truth.
So what do I do now? Lock myself up in a tower for 100 years?
No, you don't lock yourself up in a tower for 100 years. But Jesse, I gotta tell you, I am very concerned about the things you've been pulling lately. Your mom and I are gonna have a very serious talk about what to do about you.
Dad, can I live with you?
Why, for right now, why don't you go talk to Nigel? Have him get you settled in one of the guest bedrooms.
You mean?
I mean that right now we'll take it one step at a time.
Okay.
Thank you very much. If you should happen to see Jessica, would you please ask her to call her mother? Thank you so much. Bye. Hello?
Vicky, it's me.
Oh, Clint. Hi. Have you seen Jessica? I have looked everywhere for her.
Jessie is here with me at Ace's.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I was so worried about her.
Well, maybe you should be. She showed up with a suitcase.
I'm on my way over.
And she wants to live here with me and Paul.
My God. I mean, I didn't know the things had gone this far. I didn't know. Oh, Lord, I should have made her talk to me last night. I should never have let her sleep.
Well, I think this is going to take a little more than a mother-daughter chat. She's upset, she's hurt, and she's very angry.
Well, I know that. But Jessica and I have always been able to talk out our problems, and I'm quite sure we'll straighten this out as well.
How can you say that? She's barely talking to you.
Look, Clint, I mean, yes, this smoking thing is very worrisome. But she's older now, and as they say, bigger children, bigger problems. The thing is, she's still my Jessie, and I'm quite sure we can straighten this out.
There's more to this than you know.
What do you mean?
It's more than just the incident with cigarettes. It's something much more serious.
Well, don't scare me. Tell me what happened.
Okay. Okay, I mean, she didn't say don't tell Mom, and I do think you should know. Jessica did a little shoplifting at Logan's yesterday. Thank God it was Marty Saybrook who caught her and not store security.
Marty? Oh. No wonder she was with her. That must have been what she meant.
Jessica needs some very strong supervision right now, Vicky. And she needs space. She's at a very scary age right now. A lot of kids fall right off the edge. That's why I think she should live with me for a while.
What? No. No, I mean, no. No, she's always lived at Llanfair. That's her home.
Used to be my home, too, until just a little while ago. I made the adjustment. So will Jessie.
No. No, Clint. I have always been in charge of my daughter's life, and I will take care of her.
That is just the point, Vicky. That's just the point. Maybe you have been too much in charge lately. She keeps saying that she wants space.
Oh, really? Space? How is she going to get it? By stealing and smoking?
No. By doing things that you can't stop her from doing. Now, you have been in charge of her life, and look where she is.
What, are you implying I drove her out of the house?
I'm not implying anything. But that's exactly what your daughter is saying. I'm sorry. I really don't mean to hurt you. But I think you've got to see what's happening with Jessica.
Well, I think I'm getting the picture.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise.
What shouldn't?
The way she's feeling. You were so busy trying to make up for the times you weren't there. She's got to feel smothered.
Smothered? Oh, Clint,
Oh, Mom.
Jessica?
I didn't come all the way over here so you could follow me.
Jessie?
No, really, Dad. I think she needs to get a life, you know?
You know, I really think that this is something the two of you should talk over alone. I'll be in the living room.
Jessie. You know, honey, I did come back up to talk to you last night, but you were asleep, and I thought I'd let you sleep. And you did say that we would talk in the morning, so here I am.
That's all you ever want to do is talk.
Your father told me what happened at Logan's, Jessica. That is stealing. We have to talk about it. Honey, I think you should come home and we can work this out.
I don't want to come home, and I don't want to talk about it either, or anything else, all right? Dad!
Oh, Jessie, don't be silly, darling. I realize you are very angry with me, but this is absurd. We have to be able to talk about things.
What's the matter?
I do not want to come home, all right? I want to stay here with Dad, okay?
Vicky?
Well, all right, but just for a few days. Then I really want you to come home, Jessica. And we will work this out, all right, at your own pace. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry.
Sure you don't mind Jessie moving in?
Clint, I told you weeks ago, get Jessica out of Llanfair. Now you get her into things and move in for good. By the way, pick up Cordero's kids before Vicky smothers them next.
No, no. Paul, you can't go blaming Vicky for everything.
This is your daughter's future. Paul, stop. Stop sticking up for Vicky. You've been married to what? How long? How many years? Now she's walking all over you. And you're saying thanks for little steps. Not only that, you're defending her to boot. Now, here's your test, son. Look me in the eye. Don't tell me your wife's not to blame for all of this.
The only important thing right now is getting Jessie back on track.
And the way to do that is get full custody of Jessica.
Hi, Grandpa. Hi, Dad.
Oh, Jessie.
You hear me?
I heard you. Now just drop it, okay? Just drop the subject.
You're talking about me.
Sweetheart.
You don't want me here because I'm angry with Mom. That's what's going on.
No, wait a minute. You got it all wrong.
That's what you're talking about. You don't want me here either now, do you?
Jess.
Do you? Nobody says what they mean. Nobody tells me the truth.
You want the truth, honey? Come here. Grandpa will tell you the truth. You are welcome to stay in my house as long as you like. I told that to your father. Now, you need to be here because it's good for you. On top of that, I'm real glad you're here.
Really?
Really. Now, you could break your poor old grandpa's heart if you're thinking of running away to that snake pit.
Pa!
And as far as I'm concerned, you have a right to be angry. I don't blame you one bit.
No, wait a minute. That's enough.
No, I just started.
No, you have gone over the line, Pa.
All I'm doing, Clint, is telling the truth like she asks. Maybe, with her running away, Vicky will come to her senses and figure out that busting up your marriage was the dumbest thing she's ever done.
You tell him, Grandpa.
Jessie, look.
Dad, he's right. Grandpa is right.
Grandpa's always right.
Your mother
is wrong, Dad. She's wrong. You're not there. You don't know. You don't understand. I mean, the minute you left, everything fell apart. Everything. Why can't you come back? I mean, we belong there. If you just come back, everything will be okay. I know it would.
Well?
Well? She cried herself to sleep. Are you happy? Where are you going?
To the club to make sure things are running smooth, keep my eye on things, stay on top.
Well, before you leave, I got something to say to you. When Jesse's around, you can't be talking about Vicky like this.
I'll talk any way I want in my own house.
You're just making things worse, Pa. You can't be filling her head with all kinds.
All kinds of what? Huh? My opinions?
Divorce isn't easy for anyone. It's especially hard on kids. Now, either you keep your thoughts to yourself about Vicky, or Jessica and I are pulling out.
Hold on. Let me talk. Will you hear me out? I'd like to make this work. Here's my deal. I will keep my big mouth shut if you open your eyes. Sound fair?
Go on, finish it.
There's no way your daughter can spend a weekend at her grandpa's and have her head straightened out. You better be ready to do something.
Meaning what?
Meaning that Jessica's like a yo-yo. Get her away from her mother. And I'm talking permanent. For the good of Jessica. Permanent, Clint. You hear?